Hey, everybody needs a nice, wonderful, hot latte in the middle of a winter collapse. That is a definite pass. You passed the test! Woohoo! Running the refrigerator? Don't mind the mess. That is a pass. As you all know, I'm in the middle of renovating my house, so the garbage is full, so I'm sort of stuck using a box on the side of my stove. But there you have it. It works the refrigerator, no problem whatsoever. 118 watts, it has 17.9 hours left. Watching a little TV during the apocalypse. Look, 31.7 hours of TV you can watch with this one little unit. You should always turn on Prepper Princess to watch TV during the apocalypse. It's the best show ever. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Girl. What is going on, YouTube? I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you're interested in purchasing my book, I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. It is now available in paperback form as well. Today we're going to go over the Zendure Super Base Pro. So this is the 2000 watt unit, and I wanted to talk to you first real quick about what my setup would be, what my perfect setup would be. I would say, and I get asked this question a lot, anything that can take 500 or 600 watt input, I would get these standard rigid 100 watt panels, 5 or 6 of them, and I would put them in a permanent or semi-permanent position on top of my roof with the cabling going down into the unit, and then I would use the unit to plug in my items on the side. This is really great for bugging in, but if you're bugging out, you're not going to be able to carry those rigid solar panels with you. So you might want to have some of the briefcase style ones on hand that have the correct input port available. Now with this unit, this is the Zendure, and I've done units similar to this. This is my absolute, probably one of my favorite ones because of the design. It's just an amazing design. Now, typically when you have units that are really heavy, they're 85 pounds or above, it will come with this luggage full. This one is not that heavy. It's about, I think it's 45 pounds. I apologize, it didn't come with a manual, so I will be referencing back and forth with my computer that I've got here. But it did not come with a manual, but the manual is available online that you can easily print out. What comes with the unit is the MC4 connectors, and this is the part that you plug into the unit, so you would need MC4 connectors, and if you're doing 500 watts or above, you would need the splitters that go along with those. Those are not included, but they're about $15 on Amazon. I'll go ahead and leave a link for that down in the description box below. And then you've got your standard MC4 connectors to the input. So This is for if you just want, say, one solar panel that has an MC4. This is an MC4 connector, and you can't get it wrong. It's input, it's red to red and black to black. You can't get it wrong. It's pretty much not child-proof, but it's dummy proof. You can't mess it up because there's only one place that these cables will go. And then of course it goes with the standard cable that you put into your regular AC outlet to do the charging. And it comes in this case. Now, one of the things about the charging, it charges at a really high input, which is great if you want it charged really fast. But I did in fact blow a circuit, or I tripped the breaker, I should say. So I had this bad boy charging, and I had no idea that my electric fireplace was on the same trip as this one, and it actually did. Nothing happened. I just had to go back and reset it and, learn for later. But don't charge it on an AC where you've got a high powered item like a vacuum cleaner, a refrigerator, an electric fireplace, such as myself. So oops. It comes with a 2-year warranty, and it has some cool stickers in it, and this one says 1.21 gigawatts. Isn't that Back to the Future? So if that is Back to the Future, good reference. I like that. And I like the stickers. It comes with a really pretty picture of a forest and happy camper, ready to roll. I know that these are silly, but I'm old school. I was raised in the 80s and 90s, and I like stickers. Now, if you guys could find some Garbage Pail Kids with Zendure, that would be awesome. Good old Garbage Pail Kids. So I do want to go over a couple of frequently asked questions on the website. And as you see in this video, I did test the unit very much, and I just put in little tidbits of the stuff that I tested, but it was tested much more thoroughly than what I show on the video, and I was not able to trip it. I was not able to break it. That's sort of your job as a reviewer, is to try and break the unit. And you have to do things within reason, but for the most part, I was not able to do any breaking. So the one thing that I did do is I plugged in my refrigerator and I started vacuuming at the same time. And I really did think that that would trip it. Tripping it just means that it shuts off and you have to go back and restart it, and then it'll start working again. But it didn't trip. It didn't stop working even with my refrigerator and vacuum cleaner running at the same time. Both are very, very high wattage units. So I do want to go over a couple of the frequently asked questions that are on their website. And that is, what kind of battery does it use? So this one is the 2096 watt hour one. This one, the Superbase Pro 2000, uses NMC. So lithium ion MnCO02 batteries with a total charge capacity of 2096 watt hours. The smaller unit is the 1500, and that one uses LFP LiFePO 4 batteries, and it has a charge capacity of 1456 watts. It's asking what the difference between the 1500 and the 2000 is. Well, that's just sort of like 1500 and 2000. So 15 watts versus 2000 watts. Kind of easy to differentiate those two. The operating temperature of it is 4 to 140 degrees. So if you'll remember, when I went through that storm, I was doing a product review of a different unit, and at about 120 degrees, it stopped working. And then it just stopped working altogether. But this one goes up to 140 degrees. Hopefully you're not living in an area that's hotter than that. If you are, it might be a good idea to move a little bit further away from the sun. Does it have a built-in MPPT controller? Yes, it does. Noise level, 52 decibels. I hear nothing. It's on. If I put my ear up to it, I can hear some internal components moving. But from right here, I hear nothing. So it's extremely quiet. Built-in fans. There are 4 smart fans, which only run when necessary to keep the temperature at an appropriate level. Can it be charged by other solar panels? Yes, that's what the MP4 connectors are for. You can get solar panels on Amazon, believe it or not, for like around the $75 to $80 range, which is a lot cheaper than when I originally started using it. And should I charge it right away? Yes, you should charge it right away. And then the specifications are, oh, there you go. There is only one review on this product. It says, great device, got it with the crowdfunding, but it really, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Wow, that 2,096 watt hours, yeah. So it has an output of 2,000 watts. Oh, it has a solar input of 1,800 watts. I thought it was 600. Okay, 1,800 watts is a big deal. So if you've got 1,800 watts coming in and you can use up to 2,000 watts going out, and with the battery backup that it has in this unit, you can continually run your stuff. So if you were in a power outage like I was back in Arizona, I wouldn't need 1,800 watts, to be honest with you. I think 600 watts is about the maximum that I would need. But if you want to do 1,800 watts, you can use this thing all day long, and with full power mode, 2,000 watts if you're bringing in 1,800 watts, and then you'll have enough overnight to run the refrigerator and an alarm clock, which is really all you need during the night. Oh. So you can amp up to 3,000 watts. So the Super Base Pro has you covered with 2,000 watts of AC output and 3,000 watts of amp up capability. You can power your microwave, washing machine, coffee maker, or other essentials around your house for worry-free. I do apologize for the brief interlude there, folks. Okay, so what we've got is it will run a Starlink for 19 hours, a projector for 16 hours, a fridge for 22. That's a standard refrigerator. I don't recommend running refrigerator on a generator. I do recommend using electric coolers if you have the capabilities of buying an electric cooler, and you can put all of your things in there and it will run pretty much indefinitely if you've got a few hundred watts coming in. A TV for 28 hours, a coffee maker. I don't know who would run a coffee maker for 3.5 hours, but it'll go for 3.2 hours on a coffee maker. Electric skillet, 2.2 hours, a blender, 2 hours. I can't think of anything that needs to blend for 2 hours. A microwave oven, 2.2 hours. A washer, 2.5 hours. The mini fridge, the electric cooler I was talking about, 30 hours. A MacBook Pro, 28 recharges. A drone, 215. iPhone, 166 recharges. Camera, 267. And a Tesla, 7 miles. So 280 watt hours over miles. It'll drive a Tesla for 7 miles. Okay. That's kind of cool. It did run my electric bicycle, or it charged that sucker up pretty quick. So in my opinion, guys, this is a really great unit. I love the design of it. It's one of my favorite designs. So you've got your amount of time left, your percentage, your inputs, your outputs. That's pretty standard. It does have 4G wireless capabilities. And then over on this side, you've got 6 AC outputs, and then your cigarette lighter. Over on the other side is the inputs for all the solar, or your cigarette lighter, or doing it directly from the wall. So all in all, guys, this is a great unit. And for 2,000 watts, it's currently on their website starting at $14.99. I think that's a pretty darn good price for the amount of wattage and battery power that you get from this unit. I'll go ahead and leave the links for this down in the description box below. I was really excited to do a review of this unit. I absolutely love it. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.